So let's start this video with a sip of coffee. I'm sure you guys are grabbing your coffee as well. So cheers. And now let's jump into the content, because right now, guys, if you are watching this 200 weekly moving average, I'm sure you want to find the answer if this is the bottom or not. As I've been very clear with you guys, the market is going to bottom if we see an actual accumulation or in the capitulation phase, because right now, even after this bigger price retracement, holding the support around this 200 weekly moving average doesn't mean the price of Bitcoin has bottomed in. Why? Because if we look at this example here from 2014 2015, we are going to focus on two moving averages this time. One here is the 50 weekly moving average, another one is the 200 weekly moving average, because we have seen, guys, in the past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin has started this actual downtrend, in a downtrend we have always found support at this 50 weekly moving average, even a relief rally, and after that we got gravitated towards the 200 weekly moving average. Here in 2017, you can see 18 relief rally after finding support at this 50 weekly moving average. Then we got gravitated towards the 200 weekly moving average. Here in 2019, a very similar scenario unfolded. Got a relief rally, could not continue longer. We got gravitated towards the 200 weekly moving average, and only after finding proper support at this 200 weekly moving average, we started with this new marker phase. In 2018, you can see finding support at this 200 weekly moving average led to a very nice impulsive price movement. Also in 2020, and now since the price of Bitcoin is also showing a very similar scenario. I mean, holding the support around this 200 weekly moving average, which is lying around 22,300 area. The question here is, has the price of Bitcoin bottomed? Because I personally think the price of Bitcoin has not bottomed yet. Because if you look at this price movement, for example, from this 2020, the price of Bitcoin went way lower than this 200 weekly moving average before starting this new marker phase. In our case, since we are holding the line, it doesn't mean that this is the bottom. Please be careful, because I want to show you with this capitulation phase here. Let me add indicator along with this 200 weekly moving average. For that, I want to switch this into monthly time frame. As you can see, also in a monthly time frame, the price of Bitcoin in an uptrend has always remained above this 50 weekly moving average, and once we lost the support from this 50 weekly moving average, we got gravitated towards this 200 weekly moving average. Same scenario has unfolded again and again. But now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add this capitulation indicator, which is pointing us the price of Bitcoin right now has just started this capitulation phase. So when we had this capitulation phase, for example, in 2015-16, you can see during this capitulation phase, we also got approached towards this 200 weekly moving average, and then only we started this new marker phase. Here in 2019, we had this very similar scenario unfolding. I mean, a capitulation phase, and when this capitulation phase ended, we got a very bad news back then, China banning Bitcoin, that actually led to a bigger retracement, and along with that, we also had this black swan event. And after this black swan event, after this capitulation phase ended, we can see we had a new marker phase. And in our case, guys, right now, this is a very similar scenario unfolding. I mean, even though the price of Bitcoin is finding or holding the line around this 200 weekly moving average, the capitulation phase has just started. So in this capitulation phase, what we are looking at is a proper consolidation phase or a new accumulation phase, and only after that we are going to start this new marker phase. Now let me switch this into daily time frame. And now, before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you aware we have up to $5,150 crypto exchange bonus available for you in the description down below. PHEMEX is giving around $4,100 bonus after your initial deposit, and BYBIT around $1,050 bonus. So if you are an experienced trader, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, the link is provided in the description down below, so feel free to check it out. Now let's switch the chart. So now let me show you why I was warning you so many times for an actual marker phase. First, we need a proper accumulation phase, because if you look at this in a daily time frame using this Wyckoff's market cycle, according to this Wyckoff's market cycle, guys, the price of Bitcoin is going to start a new marker phase. But before that, we need a proper accumulation phase. And now, if you look at this example here using this very simple chart from Wyckoff, as you can see, the price of Bitcoin had this accumulation phase, just like as shown in the example. Reaccumulation phase made a new all-time high, and what happened after that? price started consolidating, more of a distribution. And after this distribution phase, once we lost the support, we started this pullback. And in this pullback, during this downtrend, we even had this redistribution phase, just like as shown here in example. You can see bigger pullback, price somehow started consolidating, even showed this fake out, just like as shown in example. You can see, right, this fake out. After this fake out, we had this price retracement here to the downward direction. And now if we look at this example, where are we? We are somewhere around this area. So this pullback, even after this pullback, there might be some more consolidation, even a pullback again towards this 17 to 20,000 area. And only after that, we could be starting a new market phase, because for an actual market phase, we need this, a proper accumulation phase. So that's why, guys, that's why I'm warning you, please be careful, because we could be seeing more of a range bound, even a pullback here in this manner, and only after that start this new market phase here in this way. So please be careful and do not try to over leverage yourself at this current stage. And not just only this one here, guys, what I also want to show you in today's video is this one here in a daily time frame. Now, if we look at this price action of Bitcoin again here in a daily time frame, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to first hide this Anup CPR and only include Anup buy sell indicator, because according to this buy sell indicator, the price of Bitcoin has plenty of time until we see another buy signal appearing here in indicator, because we have seen each and every time this indicator has flashed this buy signal, after that the price of Bitcoin has actually showed a very nice impulsive movement, even if this was a smaller one. But the price of Bitcoin after that has shown a very bullish scenario. So in our case, this indicator is still showing us a sell signal. So that's why we are going to wait until the market stabilizes some more, and also this indicator flashes a buy signal. So until then, I'm waiting. I'm not going to jump into any random trade at this current stage, because you can see, guys, if you simply add a rising trend line here, or let's say ascending channel in this manner, you can also see very clearly, guys, that this price movement, what we are witnessing here, is clearly flashing us that in a downtrend, the price of Bitcoin has formed this bear flag. And according to the bear flag, if this trend is going to continue to the downside, then you can see very clearly, guys, the lower price target here, according to this bear flag, is going to be somewhere around 18 to 19,000 area. So that's why, guys, that's why here in a daily time frame, the price of Bitcoin might not have bottomed yet. So please do not try to jump into any random trade at this current stage. And not just only this, guys, not just only this, the reason why we are still expecting the price of Bitcoin to see further retracement in the upcoming days, even if we are going to see any sort of a relief rally, it might not last longer, guys. Please be careful, because the actual bottom might be around this 17 to 20,000 range. I was calling 19,000, 20,000, but now looking into different scenario, I think 17 to 20,000 is where the market is going to bottom. That's my personal price target, because if you look at this here, this is a smaller bear flag. But if you look at the bigger bear flag, which we had here, bigger bear flag scenario, which we also talked plenty of time in my video. So now, if you follow this bear flag, then according to this bear flag also, you can see the lower price target is somewhere around 18 to 19,000 area. So that's why, guys, that's why the price of Bitcoin is clearly showing this weakness, and we don't want to jump into any random trade at this current stage. It's very dangerous. So what we are going to do, we are going to wait on the sideline and let Bitcoin do its thing first. So that's why, guys, that's why according to this bear flag, according to this Wyckoff's market cycle, even according to this capitulation phase, the price of Bitcoin has some more room for the downward movement, and only after that we are going to start with this actual market phase, or this new impulsive price movement. And if you say you have to show some more proof why you are actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to show further retracement before starting this new market phase, no problem. I have talked about this 1 to 2 reversal, or even this dead cat bounce type of scenario. Each and every time, whenever we have seen this dead cat bounce formation happening, what has happened after that? Once we have lost the support from this horizontal trend line, the price of Bitcoin has always went towards the target area from the bottom till the top. And if you look at each and every target, what we have seen so far, from this top till the bottom line, this trend line here, the length has always been reached. You can see exactly at the same line the price of Bitcoin showed this retracement before starting this new market phase. Here, a very similar scenario unfolded. And right now, if you look in our case, from this bottom line, from where the price of Bitcoin started consolidating till the top area, if this scenario is going to continue here in this manner, then you can see the price of Bitcoin has already lost the support from this horizontal trend line. And if this is going to continue to the downside, then you can see very clearly, guys, the lower price target is going to be around 18,000 according to this 1 to 3 reversal or dead cat bounce scenario. So that is also one reason why we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to see further retracement before starting a new market phase. So now I'm sure you guys have understand why I personally believe the market might not have bottomed yet, and also we could be seeing months and months of consolidation before starting this new market phase. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.